I flew out of Atlanta to London Heathrow Airport. This is my experience.
Just got to the airport at the international terminal. Was looking a little bit hectic there, but made it through just on the way. Dropped the bags and everything pretty quickly, under 5 minutes. And now just headed to security. Alright, so made it through security. It was a hassle, but not too bad. We still have quite a bit of time before boarding starts. This is my first time flying international out of Atlanta. All the other times I've gone someplace, it's been either through New York or Florida. So, but not a bad experience. We got through security pretty quickly. But I can guarantee you that if I left late, that would have been the day when you'd be held up by security. Alright, so now then, get ready to board. Kind of excited, looking forward to the trip. It's my first time traveling, like taking a real vacation since 2021, and that was like out of it, but in part my cousin's funeral. So, very excited. This is the outfit.
For my birthday in September of 2022, I bought 2 sweatsuits with the plan that I was putting it out into the universe that I was going to travel, and not just travel, but I was going on an international trip, and the universe did not disappoint. I booked my seat on a Delta flight that was being operated by Virgin Atlantic. Not sure how that works exactly, but basically it was a Virgin Atlantic plane. So when I got on board, it had like the cool Virgin Atlantic lighting, like if you think of their brand colors. That was actually a nice welcome in comparison to the drab interiors that you see on most planes. Now, I most certainly was not flying first class, so didn't have like the cool lay flat seats. But I was traveling with my mom, and fortunately there was no one in the middle seat, so we were able to pretty much take over the entire row and stretched out and got comfortable. My aunts and uncles who were traveling from New York to Guyana had the unfortunate experience of being on a 6-hour flight where they were only given like a cup of water. Literally just a cup of water. No food whatsoever. So typically the only time I get Starbucks is when I'm at the airport. I like to stop and get a chai latte. I'll get some snacks and things like that. And so in this case, I got some nuts as well as a little fruit salad. But little did I know that they were going to feed us on this flight, and feed us and feed us again. Can't really explain why, but I like a bunch of little plates and bowls and cups and stuff when I'm eating. I just like it. And so when they brought out the food, and it was the chicken tikka masala roll, some butter, cheddar cheese, a salad, I was impressed. I'm a simple person. I was surprised because the food was like really nicely seasoned. The chicken had good flavor. So personally, I don't really like cheddar cheese on its own. I never have. But they had that in these crackers. I gave the cheese to my mom because it's just not my thing. Sort of as for dessert, a like little chocolate brownie situation, which I liked because I like dessert, but I don't like things that are overly sweet. I actually really enjoyed the meal. It was nice and filling. You know, everything had good flavor, and it wasn't too much, but at the same time, it wasn't too little. And I like that you had like some things that you could kind of save as a little snack for later. Now, originally, my plan was to take a flight that would be departing Atlanta around maybe 9, a little bit after. So by the time we got up into the air, got comfortable and whatnot, it would be after 10, which is around my bedtime. And I would just sleep most of the flight, wake up, and not have much longer left before we landed in London. I ended up having to change my flight, and the flight that I took, I want to say departed like after 7. So it was too early to really get to sleep. And so instead, I spent time watching like movies and shows. You have like the GPS map situation where you can see where the plane is located on Earth. And so every now and then I would check in on that. But what I really liked was the feature where you could zoom in on select cities and locations, and they would have like points of interest. And so you could tap on it, say for London, and it would give you a little overview of the city. And then it would also provide information about attractions. And as someone that loves photography, loves videography, loves travel, it was perfect for me, because you could scroll through and see pictures of like architecture. You could learn about different attractions, so things that you might want to check out. And so I took a little bit of time to just scroll through and tap on the various items. Some of the things, well, most of the things I was already aware of, but it was just nice to get an idea of maybe like some backup options. Sometime later, they came around with a breakfast snack situation. I was happy to open the little box and see like this yogurt container. I like yogurt. No, I love yogurt. I love like thick yogurt. So think of like Greek yogurt, but I don't like it flavored. And so this was perfect for me. It's a nice extra thick creamy yogurt with like this granola cookie bar situation. What I did was just used it as granola. So it comes in like a little block, and I just crumbled it up into my yogurt like granola. It had little bits of fruit in it, I think like some dried blueberry. The only thing that could have made it more perfect for me would have been like, you know, some fresh berries, like some fresh blueberries, like just a nice little cupful, and maybe like a little bit of extra fruit on the side. But it was pretty good, pretty satisfying. Like, I get excited about yogurt. It's a simple thing, but like yogurt with some fresh fruit and some nice granola that's not overly sweet doesn't get much better. They also had like some muffins, but I've seen these muffins before and I just know that they're way too sweet for me. So I didn't even bother eating it. I don't remember what I did with it. I felt like I might have given it back to them or something like that, but I did not eat it. And I think I had like a cup of tea or coffee or something like that. But all in all, I was quite satisfied with the meal options. Whenever I visit a new place or a place that I haven't been to in a while, there's always like this surreal feeling. Like, this isn't just a dream, like I really am here. And that was the experience that I had landing at Heathrow. That London, Heathrow Airport even, isn't just a place that I've seen on TV or read about in books. It's like a real place, and I've been there. And stepping off of a plane, I always get excited because it feels like I've arrived. I look around and it's like I'm excited about the place where I am, and there's this feeling of like I can't wait to see and experience everything that I can that this place has to offer while I'm here. And it's like walking through the terminal, I was just really, really excited. I'd spent a lot of time planning the trip, things that I wanted to do, and had built it up. And it was like, now's my chance. The day before, it was a hot mess because my Oyster card didn't arrive in time, but I got it worked out. We were able to get our Oyster card, got that all worked out, went down into the underground to wait on the train. And it was just like a really, really cool experience. It was like this thing that I'd spent weeks at this point, months really, thinking about and looking forward to was finally happening. And it was incredible. But then it's like, I got on the train, I looked out the window, I looked around, and it was like, the houses are a little bit different. It looks like the neighborhoods that I'd seen growing up watching like British comedies, like keeping up appearances and stuff like that. And so I started to get excited again. And I hope that you get excited as well watching the videos to come. Thanks for tuning in. To ensure you don't miss any episodes, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell, go ahead and click that thumbs up button if you like what you saw, and go ahead and share it on social media.